welcome. Today we're talking about my two favorite things, goal setting and habit tracking. A lot of people come to me and they have these fluffy goals, and there's nothing wrong with a fluffy goal, but there's no passion and there's no purpose behind it. And if your goal doesn't have passion and purpose in it, you reaching that desired outcome might not happen. In fact, it's highly unlikely that it's going to happen. So when my clients work with me, the first thing I have them do is to create a deep, meaningful goal that is well defined. It not only speaks into how you want to show up for yourself, but how by achieving this goal will affect not only your life, but the lives of everyone around you. So you really want to spend time thinking about it. And when I have my clients do this, and they sit down with that fluffy goal at first, and then they really break it down to really why they want to achieve that, it all comes out. And it all comes out. And it's very emotional, and it's very empowering for them to want to take the next steps, to take the uncomfortable steps, to do the work that it's really going to take to achieve their goal. So here's mine. And what I also have them do is post it, because you want this goal in your face every day. You can post it in one spot, you can post it in multiple spots, but you want it there as a reminder that, yeah, that's what I'm working for. That's what I'm talking about. This is why I'm going to get up and do that thing. This is why I'm going to make the choices that I'm going to make. So it becomes so empowering. So here's mine. Goal: to be the healthiest version of Nikki in order to be an exceptional wife to Luke, mama to Josephine, and mentor to my client. So that's my goal. This is why I want to be healthy. It's about health. It's not about inches. It's not about pounds. It's not about restriction. It's all about health. And this is what I'm going to do on the daily in order to reach those goals. Bless my body with food, self-care, movement, and spiritual, mental, and emotional growth on the daily. In order to achieve this goal, this is what I need to be doing. This is where my focus needs to be every day. If I don't bless my body with good food, first of all, my body's not going to feel good. My brain's going to be all foggy. I'm not going to have the emotional energy that I need for my day to show up for myself or for anybody else. So I bless my body with good food. Self-care. And a lot of people are like, self-care is selfish. Like, I don't have time for self-care. I'm like, really? We will make time to drop what we're doing and go do this and that for the others, but we can't seem to carve out 5 to 20 minutes for ourselves on a daily. So self-care is so important. I get up at 4:15 so I can get that in right away. And it doesn't have to be a long time. It just has to be time that you devote to yourself, doing something that really feeds into yourself and lights you up. And then movement. For me, if I don't incorporate some kind of like movement or things that I like to do, some form of exercise on the daily, then my body just doesn't want to move. Do you ever see that or experience that? Like you just having a day and you just sit on the couch and you binge watch whatever, and then you get up to like go get food or go to the bathroom, and then you don't really want to move because your body just settles in. But if we create that space for movement every day, that habit is going to make our body want to move more because it feels better when it's moving. And then always have time, and you can hook this into your self-care, or you can do this as separate if you want, but just work on your spiritual, mental, or emotional growth. I believe as humans that we're never at an end for learning. We're never at a maximum output of I know everything about myself and I can't change anything about myself. I believe that we can always be evolving, learning more about ourselves, feeding into our body, feeding into our minds, feeding into our souls, just to create change for the better throughout our whole lifetime. I feel about one of the blessings being older at 45 is that I can really think about experiences or things that happened to me and pull the good out of it and use those experiences to help others in a healthy way. But I can't come to that like all by myself. I need to invest in books or resources or mentors or life coaches that help me along the way to develop that for others. So once you have your goal, you post it, you write why you want to do it, what things you need to do on a daily to accomplish it. Then you can create habit trackers. Now I'm going to show you 3 different habit trackers that I have either used or have developed for my clients. So choose one, don't choose them all. So this first one is like for those really people who like to map everything out. Just put the days of the week on it. These are big sticky notes. They're 11 by 11. I get them off Amazon. They're really nice because you can hang them up, move them around. They don't damage your walls or anything. And they just, I don't know, I just love Post-its. It just makes it fun for me. So just put the days of the week on it. And the first thing I always do in pink is what I want to do for others. How I want to impact the world today. So for me, on Monday I put show up for others today. And what does that mean for me? It's like, I want to be the person who feeds into people. I want to be the person who smiles. I want to be the person who spreads a little sunshine, who maybe writes somebody a note and sends it to them to like brighten up their day. I want to show up for others when so many people just show up for themselves. So that's that. And then I color code my day. So everything in purple is self-care, anything in green is for Josephine, anything in blue is business, and I just write out my day. 4:15 a.m. up, 4:20 to 5:10 Jesus time, run 5:15 to 6:10, post-workout nutrition 6:10 to 6:20, J up 6:30, email 6:30 to 7:30, you get it. So I just go through my day the night before. You can even do it on Sunday, kind of like batch everything you need to do for a week and get them all set up. And then as you do it, this is what I love. I just love a checkoff list or accountability. As you do it, you just take them off and say you didn't get to something. At the end of the day, you can evaluate how it went, move things around maybe to the next day, or maybe some things you just realize if it's been on there a couple of days and you haven't touched it, maybe it's not the season for that thing and you just take it off and you don't worry about it for right now and you save it for a later time. So this is really great for self-accountability. Really pinpoint what you want to get out of your day, write it out, take it up, look at the end of the day and see where you are at. A shorter version of this is just writing the days of the week. Put your self-care goal, your physical goal, and how you want to show up for others on it. I always believe that I'm not only working on myself, but how I show up for other people in my life. You may not want to do that. That's something I love to do. So I might have for my self-care, I'm going to journal and read every day. I'm going to do 30 minutes of strength work and run. And then be a light for others. Just shine bright into a darkened world. Just be me, but be a radiant light for others. And again, as you do it, you just take it off and then see where you're at the end of the day. I love it. One of my other favorite things is you've seen these like at Starbucks or like at gas stations or whatever, babysitting, I'll walk your dog, mow your lawn, take my number, blah, blah, blah. But I like this, I like to put on it small steps equal big changes. So you take your goal, you break it down into small steps, maybe 1 or 2 things you want to do on the daily, and you write it down here. And as you complete it, you just tear it off and say you put a time limit on this, 4 weeks, 6 weeks, 2 months, whatever it is. When you get to the end, and if you did all these things in that amount of time, you get to treat yourself to a reward. Maybe it's lunch with a friend, or you go buy yourself something small, or you just spend some more time in self-care, whatever it is, but you're working towards that on the daily, on those small steps. So my small steps for my big goal would be fuel my body with love and work out. And then after I did it, I would just, tear it off, go on my way, keep going every day. And then again, you can see where you're at. Are you just working on fueling your body and you're not really getting in your workouts, or vice versa? Then what's always great about a goal is not set in stone. You can adjust and you can reorganize your goal at any time. And what these tools will do is help you to self-evaluate, really reflect, is this a good goal for me at this point in time, or do I need to rethink it? So like I said, post your goal, think of a way to track it that keeps you accountable for your habit changes. If you do this, you get a little reward. So if you do this, if you choose to post your goal or create a habit tracker or use one of my ideas, take a picture of it, email it to me. It'll be open from this Thursday to next Thursday. If you send me a picture of your goals or your habit tracker, I'm gonna put you in a drawing for a 30-minute coaching consultation call for me. We can talk about your goals, your habits, anything that you wanna work on. It's your call for 30 minutes. So have a great day, everybody. Thanks for joining me, and go set those goals. Bye-bye.